That dude hangs out.
I'm pretty excited. This is the biggest footprint that I've ever found. He's 18 plus in length, and he's over 8 inches wide. I mean, just a massive footprint. We've 3 of them in this meadow where we found the 17-inch tracks. I don't know. He's in here kicking the 17-inch male out. I mean, it wasn't... I don't know if this is doing it justice, but can you see that massive? We're casting this one. It's in a level spot. And Brody's calling it 19. And I can see why he's calling it 19. It may very in fact be 19, but this is a very large male. And we've had lots and lots of rain up here, so we know this footprint is fresh. It's probably within the last 24 hours. That's a week after we got the suspect Bigfoot video, and that's the direction that Brody's walking, is the direction that we shot the video. We went across the ravine looking for the cave that we thought was the illusion that caused it. I mean, it's only 3 in the afternoon right now, and we shot that footage at 4 p.m. last week, but we couldn't find a cave. We tried spotting it from across the way. We even filmed the area where we caught the suspect Bigfoot to try and find the cave. We're going to have to go back and look at videos and do some comparisons, because me and Brody can't find a cave. Now we're up here and we're finding 18 plus inch footprints in length and over 8 inches wide. I want to get down here and I want to point out, we're going to cast this also, but the toes are right across here, and then it shoots back that way to the hill, and the hill's right back here. And you can tell it's fresh because the vegetation is still smushed down. So it looks like we're on to a very large male. I've never seen or heard anything about females getting this big. We're thinking the females get 14, 15 inch max. So this is 18 plus. Brody, looking at the tape, he's calling it 19. I'm calling it 18. It's probably somewhere in the middle. And I want to pan around and show you where I'm at. And I want to show you the direction it's going. There's Brody, and oh, there's my poncho in the tree drying out my backpack. But I just want to pan around real slow. I'm going to set the tripod down and show you where we found the print. We've found 3 of these 18 plus inches right here, and that's the best of them. And I'll pan around real slow, show you where we're at. We've been in this meadow before. This is where we found the 17-inch footprints about, what was it, 2 weeks ago when Jenny and I were up here. Jenny's not up here today. She has a sore throat, and we knew it was going to be a wet, miserable day, and it has been. So she doesn't need to get any sicker. She's back at camp, taking care of camp for us. And that's the direction we're going to go. We got one more game cam up there. We're going to pick that one up, and we're going to pick up the rest of the game cams on the way out. We haven't picked them up on the way in because the last time we were up here, something followed us. We were stalked for a couple of miles, so in case we get stalked again, we had a lot of wood knocks right at the mouth of the canyon. There's the footprint. We've got it casted. Here's the stride. It's a 6-foot stride. What was it, Brody? 70 inches? 72 inches was the stride. And there's the other print. We're not casting this one. The toes aren't as definitive. But this footprint over here was so fresh that the vegetation, and we already filmed it and took pictures, but the vegetation down underneath the print are still pressed down, and it had great toes. We overfilled it like you're supposed to. The tops of the cast is not the important part. It's the underneath, the impression underneath. So we overfilled it, and so it kind of slopped over the edge, but it's almost 19 inches long in length from hill to toe, and it's about 8.5 inches wide. And we're really excited. This is the biggest footprint that we've ever seen. This is a very active spot. I'm panning around a little bit, showing you viewers where I'm at. We come from that direction. The storm's rolling in, it's picking up. It's a real soft, squatchy area. It's very squatchy. A lot of food sources, elderberries, Oregon grapes. raspberries, strawberries, huckleberries. There's even Bigfoot salad. I've named it Bigfoot salad, but it's an edible type of milkweed. That's up here too. And I'm sure there's quite a bit of food sources up here that I'm not even familiar with that a Sasquatch can eat, along with proteins. I mean, the animals are abundant. We're always seeing rabbits, deers, bighorn sheep, elk, moose, and squirrels if it's after a protein. But here's the 72-inch stride of what has to be just a massive male that's moved into the area. We're picking up some game cams. We got 3 game cams up here. We heard a lot of wood knocks and stuff at the mouth. I don't know if they're following us around today or what's going on, but this has got to be pretty fresh. It's been raining so hard up here all week that this has got to be fresh. So we're going to let this casting set up. We're going to pick up 3 game cams, and we're dropping one. We're dropping a game cam where a lot of people have commented that I should probably leave it where Jenny saw a black shape run into a cave, and I filmed the entrance of the cave and so forth, and we get a lot of activity there. Nothing happened there today, but the last 2 times I've been here, something's been thrown near us at this cave. So we left a game cam there, and we're picking up 3, and we're casting the biggest footprint that we've ever seen, and we found 3 of them. And here's the 2 best. That one, and its stride length 72 inches right there, and we're casting this one because the toes and the heel and the edges were so well defined. It's a great footprint, and it's close to 19 inches. We just come back after collecting our last game cam. We're in a clearing where a couple of weeks ago Jenny and I found 17-inch footprints, and today me and Brody aren't finding the 17s. We're finding 14 and pretty close to 19-inch. I casted one of them. We found, well, at first when we casted this one, we had found 3. And we can take a close look at that. We overfilled it. It's not actually as wide as it's showing here. It's about 8.5 inches wide. We overfilled it, and you're supposed to. The bottom's important, not the top. We want to make sure we get the full footprint. But it's damn near 19 inches long. It's 8.5 inches wide, maybe a little bit wider. And right here, here's the next best footprint, and it's got a 72-inch stride right here. Don't know if it's running, jogging, or just walking when it made it, but we've had a lot of rain up here, so we're thinking these are pretty fresh. And we casted the one we're casting because the toes are really nice. And this is a big boy. I don't know if that 17-incher we're finding up here is the alpha male, and he's up here squeezing him out for breeding rights, or if that's his oldest boy. I doubt it. I bet he's up here kicking that male out of here. And that's the direction we picked up our last game cam, down by the creek where we keep finding footprints. And I was telling you that we initially found 3 of these 17-inch footprints. Since me and Brody has found 4 more, we found 7. And then we find a lot of 14s, and I've been taking pictures of them. We'll put them on our website, the still photos of footprints and stuff. We'll put those on our website at www.rmso.net. And then anything that's a video we'll upload to our YouTube site. And yeah, we're gonna dig up this footprint, and we'll take some photos and some videos, and then we're gonna head out of here. It's been a pretty wet day, but wet's a good thing. It's squatchy, and we're gonna keep our eyes open for more activity. A lot of footprints back here, and I know we're Bigfoot researchers, but today we've been cave researchers. We've been looking for a cave. We suspected it was a Bigfoot because we keep on finding the Bigfoot evidence here. This meadow that we're in, I'm going to pan around a little bit. 2 weeks ago we found 3 17-inch footprints back here, and we hadn't seen those 17-inch footprints in like 6 months. We're excited to catch up with the big old boy. We keep on seeing, 11, 12s, 14s, somewhere around there. Well, anyway, today Brody and I have found at least 7, 18, almost 19-inch footprints and several 14s in this meadow that Jenny and I 2 weeks ago found 17 inchers. I don't know, maybe he's in here pushing her out. This is a casted 17-inch, or excuse me, 17. It's almost 19 inches. This is the biggest footprint I've ever found in Idaho or Utah, and this is the first look at the bottom of the footprint after pulling it up. There's the bottom. There's where it sat, and then a 72-inch stride to the next best footprint. We filmed the one before it because these are on a level surface, and that one had really good toes. We can't wait for the dirt to wear off so we can see the really good toes on the cast. But yeah, we're carrying a cast out here today, and about 200 yards that way is the controversial Bigfoot video. It just become a controversy to me and Brody today, just for the fact that we can't find a cave that we were expecting to find that may have created this illusion because there's no cave. What is it? Did we get a Bigfoot last week? We're going to collect more data and so we can find out about this controversy that just got created today by coming up and following up on an investigation. Brody's parabolic mic's picking up what's following us real close, coming down to where we can hear it moving around. But it is, but it's gotten really close to us. It's down at my feet. Getting close to the last cabin. I can hear it behind us. Can you hear it, Brody? Did you hear it back there? Something following us, and it's pretty close right now. We have found about 24 footprints back here. We casted the best of 7, close to 19 inchers. Brody, it's on the other side of us now. It's on the other side of us. It's back this way. My direction, back behind me. I heard him moving around. Found a lot of footprints. We might be getting stalked. This is usually the part of the canyon that we get stalked to. It's very narrow. Gonna kind of pan around. Show you how narrow this part of the canyon is. It's a bottleneck. Alright. Well, me and Brody's gonna start heading back. We're gonna grab another game cam and slowly head out of here and see what we can find.